So it's been about 2 months since I had DBS, and I thought I'd post an update. If any of you guys are just tuning in, DBS is a brain surgery where they basically put wires in your brain and hook them up to sort of brain pacemakers, batteries that they put in your body. All the wires are under your skin. There's nothing sticking out, so you don't look like Frankenstein. Anyway, and the batteries are called neurostimulators, and the wires that they put in, they have to drill holes in your head and stick wires in while you're awake, no less. But anyway, I had it done for my severe Tourette's in June. So and right after surgery, I started doing a lot better. Um, I still have Tourette's and I still have attacks, but they're not as often, and they're usually a little shorter than they used to be. Um, it was a really good sign to see the early improvement because what happens when they put the wires in is that your brain basically bruises some where the wires like poke your brain basically, um, and that creates a temporary change in symptoms for some people while your brain is healing. That sort of whoa, injury there. It's called the macro lesion effect. I had a very good one actually because I had substantial improvement. So I was really lucky. Not everybody gets that. It was nice not to be having tons of ticks right after surgery. Like you can imagine punching yourself. Like right where you have stitches. Because I had staples. Had here and here and here and here, and then I had glue over the wire extensions, and then more glue on my stomach where they put the batteries in. So that would have been fun to be punching myself. So I was very happy that it was so much improved immediately after surgery. Um, if it says anything, I couldn't walk more than like 4 blocks the night before surgery, but the next Monday I went on like a tour of Manhattan. Okay, I had the surgery in New York City at NYU Langone Medical Center, because they have specialists there that are some of the best in the world for, well, at least in this country for Tourette's. Um, so anyway, I was doing substantially better. Like I wasn't having anywhere near so many attacks, even without turning on the stimulation. Because when they first put it in, they don't turn on the batteries because your brain has to heal first. Um, and when they turned it on 10 days afterwards, it's kind of funny because like I didn't really know what to expect. Is it gonna feel? Am I gonna feel a difference? Am I gonna feel it when it comes on? And I didn't feel anything. When they adjusted the different settings, at a certain point, I did feel something, and it was kind of weird because it was like the world was spinning, sort of. I mean, like everything was spinning and just sort of. It was weird. Anyway, but they didn't keep it on that setting. It was on the lowest contact because there's multiple points on the electrodes in my brain that they'll stimulate through, and right now they're stimulating on the third contact, which is the third one up from the bottom, I think. So anyway, when they turn on the lowest one, it did the spinning. It was weird. It was so weird. But I'm on a setting at 2 volts currently on the third electrode that's doing great. I don't feel any different except that I'm having fewer ticks. So that's exactly what I want. It's been pretty awesome. Anyway, and I've only had one programming session. And programming means where they adjust your battery settings. There are thousands of potential battery settings. They can adjust voltage, pulse width, and frequency. And out of, I believe it's 33,000 different potential settings, they have to find the one that works for you. So, needless to say, it can take some time. It takes anywhere from like 6 months to a year to find the setting for you, whatever setting happens to work best for you. And the thing is, there's not enough research currently on Tourette's to really make much like difference in terms of trying to determine what setting works. So basically, it's just touch and go. Like you try this, does that feel weird? You try that. Um, it's all part of an ongoing experiment on me, basically. Um, so even though I'm still having attacks, it's already less. I'd say I have maybe half as many attacks as I used to. Um, and I'm going back next week for more programming. So I've only had one visit. They sent me home with this neat little remote. You know, I'll make another video that has that in it. But this little remote that controls my batteries that control my brain. So I've adjusted it to the top of those settings that they let me leave with, and they're gonna reset it and adjust so that I can adjust more at different frequencies and stuff. Well, I guess frequencies. I don't know. It'll depend on what they set it as. You know, if we're just gonna keep going up, if we're gonna change pulse width or frequent. You know, I don't know. There's all these different parameters you can shift it within. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes, and I'll keep you guys updated.